Hey everybody, Nick Espinosa, your chief security fanatic here, and today we're going to be talking about Tesla. I'm obviously on the road, if you couldn't tell by the lovely 60s, 70s floral print behind me. I'm not sure what that is, but okay. We are talking about Tesla because quite frankly, Tesla's user privacy really sucks. If you're a car owner, meaning you own a Tesla, heads up to you. You're definitely going to want to listen to this or watch this because this is an important one. This is coming from Reuters, and here's what's going on. Now, essentially, Tesla assures, obviously, the million of you or millions of you that own one of their cars that your privacy, quote, is and always will be enormously important to us, end quote. The cameras that it builds into your vehicles, basically assistant driving, as it notes on the website, are also, quote, designed from the ground up to protect your privacy, end quote. But, and you know there's a but coming because I'm sitting here talking about it, between 2019 and 2022, 3 years, groups of Tesla employees were privately sharing, basically via their internal messaging system at Tesla, highly invasive videos and images recorded in customers' cars' cameras. And that's according to interviews with dozens of employees by Reuters. They reached out to essentially hundreds of Tesla employees, excuse me, not dozens, nine former employees talking about this. Now, some of the recordings caught basically Tesla customers, meaning you, in embarrassing situations. One ex-employee described a video of a man approaching a vehicle completely naked. And hey, what you do in your own garage is your business. I don't care if you're naked or not, but nobody should be watching you, especially your car, as it's sending it back to employees at your car company's, headquarters that can actually see you walking around your garage naked. Also shared, according to Tesla employees, whistleblowing to Reuters, were crashes and road rage incidents. One crash video in 2021 showed a Tesla driving at high speed in a residential area, hitting a child riding a bike. That's according to one of these former employees. Now, a child flew in one direction, the bike flew in another. That's absolutely, if I was a parent, I'd be beyond pissed about that. The video also spread around Tesla's office in San Mateo, California, via the private one-to-one chats like wildfire, according to another employee. Now, other images that were there were pretty mundane pictures of dogs, funny road signs that employees made into memes by embellishing them with amusing captions or commentary before posting them in private group chats. While some postings were only shared between two employees, others of these pictures and videos could be seen by tons of Tesla employees, according to several former employees that used to work there. Again, speaking to Reuters, Tesla states in its customer privacy notice that its, quote, camera recordings remain anonymous and are not linked to you or your vehicle, end quote. But 7 of those 9 former employees talking to Reuters said the computer program used at work could show the actual location of the recordings, which obviously could then link to you. Meaning, let's say that happened in your driveway or caught something in your driveway or your garage, the GPS, you're going to know exactly that address of that Tesla customer. Meaning, if you own a Tesla, it could be you. We don't know. Another ex-employee also said that some of the recordings appeared to have been made when cars were parked and turned off. Several years ago, Tesla would receive video recordings from its vehicles even when they were off if owners gave that kind of consent. And odds are it was probably in one of those long forms where you're just like, yes, I give consent. It has stopped doing so, but really has it? I don't know. Reuters doesn't give an answer, but given this and given what they state in their privacy, you never know. Quote, we could see inside people's garages and their private properties. Let's say a Tesla customer had something in their garage that was distinctive, people would post those kinds of things, meaning those internal messages that many Tesla employees were having. Not to mention the fact, let's say, I don't know, you're on a date and it gets pretty frisky. Is the car recording that? Are Tesla employees seeing that? These are things we need to understand. Tesla did not respond to Reuters to these detailed questions that Reuters sent them. And this is the exact same issue I have with the Ring doorbells of the world. When you own something, you should have 100% control of everything that you've got. In other words, if you are storing, let's say, cloud footage because your Tesla has the ability to record, let's say, somebody breaking into it, and if somebody's hitting your car with a crowbar, those cameras have to be accurate enough, ideally, to identify a face, identify a potential suspect, all those things. If they're being sent up into the cloud, nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, should have access to that footage. I don't care if the cops level a warrant on Tesla, Tesla should have to refer them to you. This is the same problem with Ring doorbell. That footage is there zillions of Ring. Now Amazon employees can basically have that, look at that, manipulate that, and send it to law enforcement, sometimes without a warrant in the case of Ring doorbell. And so understand, if you've got one of these vehicles and it's recording and it's doing all these really cool things with its auto driving and all that kind of stuff, you are basically training cameras on yourself. You're training cameras on the surroundings in your garage or your driveway or anywhere where you're parking this. And while that may be good, let's say as a theft deterrent or for auto driving, nobody should have access to that footage. Nobody should have access to that sensitive information. That is yours. You are paying for that, yet Tesla is essentially just allowing their employees in, which means they're not running good security controls, access control, or encryption on the back end because it's not private to you. So their privacy sucks. And I'm going to say that right now. That is my opinion. I think it's not good. And if I owned a Tesla, I would be hopping mad right now because God knows I've probably had stupid things done while I'm driving in a car, whether I'm being cut off or I yell an expletive. We've all done that. Or I'm speeding or, God forbid I'm on a date or something like that. And this is being recorded. And now it's not my personal moment to have. It's my personal moment and any Tesla employee that has access. And apparently there's a lot. That should deeply concern you. That is a violation of your privacy, and I think that's something that you should be aware of. And so if you are a Tesla owner and you are watching or listening to this, you can't say you haven't been warned. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP, and please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private, which apparently you can't do if you're in front of a Tesla camera. Thanks all.